The Giving Green is a small pocket device almost with a negative and positive charge through it, and you can put two prods into a tree, and using the xylem and phloem in the tree, so the xylem leading upwards and the phloem leading down, we're able to generate a charge and power a small LED.
I'm doing a research project on the new school building and getting feedback from students and teachers.
We've been able to design an app where the students within our school can use it to go and scan the barcodes of recyclable products and get rewarded points for that. And later we redeem those points for prizes to help motivate people to recycle and bring down the amount of recycling that ends up in trash cans or trash that ends up in recycling cans.
In the case of my Visual Art 2 course, I'm having them look into some forensic sciences, look into anthropology, and so diving into the subject matter that might not necessarily be hands-on. It could be given through a lecture, but instead I've taken a different twist on that and have them physically work with a model of a skull, and we'll be applying clay onto this skull and identifying the race and the sex of the skull, to try to incorporate as much hands-on as possible.
One of the best examples of what we do is the iPrize event. I think that incorporates entrepreneurship and engineering into a project where students have the ability to create own innovation, and we give them time to come up with their own designs and research those designs. We also try to have engineers come in and help bounce ideas with the students, and so students get a better idea of what they're doing.
Where hopeful entrepreneurs from across the country dream of a chance to secure an investment and gain powerful partners.
On the show Shark Tank, entrepreneurs pitch their ideas for a successful product to a room of potential investors. The iPrize competition at Vancouver iTech Preparatory is just like that. Students design a product and a marketing campaign and pitch it to judges. The project began months ago when teacher Ines Kuna had a moment of inspiration while watching Shark Tank.
And I thought, well, we're at a STEM school with a lot of kids that want to be engineers, so what better project than to kind of take that popular media and then give that to them and say, let's do something similar.
Students then had to find their own bright idea.
It took me a while to think of what I was going to make, but then after I did, I realized that it was actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Engineers from Smith Root Fisheries stopped by teacher Tom Wolverton's classroom to offer advice.
Well, somebody did it for me, so it's kind of a payback. I did science fair and that sort of thing back when I was in high school and stuff, and so it's just a lot of fun working with the kids.
The engineers helped students refine the product designs they'd already been crafting in class.
To explain to me how I'd go about creating a prototype, how I'm going to go and try and build this myself. And then he helped me out with my presentation a lot. He told me all my ideas, how I should present this so people are more interested, people feel like I'm actually solving a problem.
Presentation is a big factor to help sell the design.
So we were actually looking at ancient Greek rhetoric in my class, ethos, logos, and pathos. How can you have a sense of credibility, also an emotional appeal, and logical, kind of deductive reasoning for why they should invest in your product?
I definitely learned a lot of speaking skills. I practice my presentation a lot, and so I've definitely found cool ways to just be a better presenter.
And so, when the spotlight comes on, the 9 finalists are ready to go, with PowerPoint presentations, videos, and more to sway the judges. They pitch portable housing, phone cases with built-in wireless earbuds, medical devices, and more. Chloe Morgan designed a plastic mouth bit for horses, which is less cruel than traditional metal ones.
I was really shy about presenting stuff, but when it came to this, I knew what I was talking about, so it made it easier to explain my product.
Daniel Raymond parlayed his hobby, solving Rubik's Cubes, into a first-place product. He designed a 6x6 cube that is less likely to break and allows for faster gameplay. He took home a cash prize to develop his design.
It was very, very unreal. I never even thought I was going to win at all. All the other presentations just seemed so good.
Chloe, Daniel, and other students hope to develop their products and potentially get them onto the market. It's pretty amazing to think that all these young entrepreneurs are only 14 or 15 years old.
I always have high expectations for them, but they always just blow me away every single time.
For In the Know, I'm Nick Voll.
So we had this project that we had to do called iPrize, and through the beginning of it, I had, just to say, big ideas, because I might have went a little crazy with some of them, but that I feel like I couldn't really complete. So I kind of, with my frustration, I kind of came up with something else. And basically what I came up with is like a form of raising money for people who I have issues with, like I have a learning disability, and not only that, with communication. I know right now you can't see it, but if we try to communicate something informational, you wouldn't understand me as well as it might come out of my head. So I came up with like an idea of selling these design T-shirts that have like phrases to give awareness for this kind of issue that a lot of people have, like me, will have.